Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to try and this is a new channel. It's been 3 months that I wanted to do this, and it's not that for lack of effort. So the first recording, I think I was recording on the wrong screen. Then I tried to do some animations, the different AI things. It just didn't work. So I'm just going to try and do one quick recording and then see how it goes. Hopefully, I do it once. I don't need to do it twice. So I've written a few things down. First thing is, who am I? My name is Sirigo, and my background actually is I studied mathematics and economics. Economics was my major, mathematics was the minor. And the whole idea was work on Wall Street, mergers and acquisitions, but life kind of changes things and then you end up doing something else. So I started working for Verizon Wireless in 2001, I believe. Yeah, 2001, and went progressively through different departments from customer service to tech support, to the business account, B2B, national accounts. And then along the way, discovered data analyst, I became data analyst and was doing a lot of SQLs, doing a lot of um, data visualizations. So way before we have all the PI, Power BI, and Tableaus. So very interesting. Had different databases. Worked with Teradata, worked with Oracle, worked with Netezza. But one thing I found out was I was always trying to reset. And by reset, I meant looking at the market and saying, okay, is where I am going down, or do I need to do something else? So I took a training in as an Oracle DBA. That was nice, but I wasn't able to actually get a job to match the experience the way I wanted to. So that kind of didn't pan out the way I wanted. And then worked uh, worked in the SAP field and actually became very good at it. So what I'm trying to do is actually create a channel where when we talk about there's a lot of um, videos out there, cybersecurity, programming, even system engineering, and the tutors always, I don't know whether they're going from their point of view, but they always say, you can go from zero to hero or zero to being able to get a job, a six-figure job and all that. Sometimes it's possible, but I don't think it's possible in about 5 weeks. I don't think it's possible in about 5 months unless you're already in the field. So I know hands-on knowledge actually helps you because by the time you have to prove yourself is at the job, you have to have experienced something like that before. So in my experience, the best way was to just go in um, hours of study. So for me, maybe I'm a different learner. Took at least 10 hours a day where I'm studying, I'm trying to understand it, and then uh, kind of repeating the lessons and looking for real world scenarios to solve. So this journey actually, excuse me, yeah, this journey, you know, on my agenda, I put who am I, which I just told you. What is this channel for? So this channel is actually, it's my channel where I want to learn. But I found that there are some content, IT content providers that are really good. So if I find one that's really good, I'm going to use him. I'm going to promote them, and I'm going to explain why they were good. And when I say good, it just they're simple to understand. They give you the message in the simplest way and it clicks. Sometimes, you will have learned something and it took 6 months before it clicked, and you say, wow, why didn't they explain it that way? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find the best content providers that explain the topic that I'm looking for, and then, go from there. What's this channel going to be called? I say IT by J, IT Junkies, not yet figured out what name is going to stick. My middle name is Jevwe, so sometimes I go with J to make it easy. What do we want to achieve? So I'm going to have several. So this first one, I want to achieve the Red Hat Linux certification. So it's actually RHCSA. So it's a system administrator. So it's a Red Hat certified system administrator. That is what I want to achieve at the end of the day. There is a guy on Udemy. He's very good, very clear, and I love the way he interacts. So I'm going to use him as my base model. One of the first things I'll need to do is get a lab. By a lab, I mean have Linux on a system. So for me, I actually have, the Oracle VirtualBox. I've created the Google VM uh, computing. I've created an Azure account, and I also have a Linux Rocky account. So I will be sharing those links um, on my next recording, and we'll take the journey together. So for this journey, I'm going to try and share what the objectives are. So I'm going to try and bring it in, and I'll be in the background. So, we talked about who am I, and then we talked about what is this channel for. It's just learning, just IT learning, finding the best. What is it going to be called? IT by J, IT junkies. What do I want to achieve? So I want to achieve, this Red Hat certified system administrator. And to be able to be certified, uh, you will need to understand how to prove your skills. And it's hands-on, that's why I like it. So you actually be logged onto the computer. And you should be able to perform a few tasks, understand and use essential tools for handling files, directories, command line environments, and documentation. Create simple shell scripts, operate running systems, including booting into different run levels. So they have about 5 different run levels. Identify the processes, starting and stopping virtual machines, and controlling services. So services will be things like Apache Tomcat and so on, services like that. Um, Configure local storage using partitions and logical volumes. Create configuration file systems and file system attributes such as permissions, encryptions, access control lists, and network file systems. Deploy, configure, manage systems, including softwares, installations, updates, and core services. Manage users and groups. Manage securities, including basic firewalls and SE Linux configuration, and then perform basic container management. So after I've gone through the Udemy class, I should be able to sit down and take this. Once I've taken this, the ultimate goal will be, to get a job, you know. So we'll see how long it really takes. I've already put in about 1 year and about 6 months. So it's not for lack of trying. I've tried, but I know I have to reinforce this knowledge. I know I have to do a lot of hands-on. So, follow me on this journey. Welcome to my channel. and then, like, follow, and then critique, so I can get better. So thank you and have a good day. Bye.